Hello everyone, welcome to another Daily Gym. This is the episode for Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. A couple hours late, and gonna try to make it short so it doesn't, you don't hear the chime of the clock in the background. I recorded one yesterday and uploaded it, but it didn't upload, so I have to figure out the website stuff. But today, I want to talk about money can't buy love, but money can give love. So money can't buy love, but money can give love. And so what do I mean by this? Earlier today, I had a long conversation with a mentor of mine, an old colleague, old boss, however you want to frame it. And we talked about kind of a new business model, a new funding model. And I think one of the challenges in being really loving or trying to be really loving and really open, really emotional, getting really good at resolving conflict, fighting hard really for people, however you want to frame it, right, is that we end up giving things to people freely. We don't really sell things or buy things. Or rather, like, we're not selling things to people. We may go buy things from people just because they kind of require us to buy things, but if often we may not even appreciate that either. We like the gifting to each other. And there is the old phrase of money can't buy love, or I think the Beatles called money can't buy me love. Money can't buy me love. Oh God, don't sing on the podcast at this time. Yeah, and so I think often in the exchange orientation, in transactional relationships or transactional interactions, there's not a lot of love exchanged, actually. It's, I give you a good, you give me money. Whereas in other ways, when we give something in the more gift exchange, communal orientation, there is love exchanged. I give you a product, and maybe you give me love in return. Wow, I didn't even think about this. This could be a whole different episode. But when we give something and they're not giving us money in return, often they're giving us love in return, some type of an emotion, reaction that we share with them. Or maybe just the love, it's the connection. Oh man, this is a golden gem. Except gems aren't golden, so. Oh, goodness. And so in for-profit businesses, when we give a thing to someone else, we often want them to return money to us, so we sell it to them. But in a nonprofit business or nonprofit organization, when we give a thing to someone else, we often want them to return love, to reciprocate with love, to have that connection, for them to feel it, for us to feel it, and for us to feel closer to each other. And that's one of the main purposes, one of the best, I guess, returns on the investment. So in that light, when we are giving something, we're often, the goal is kind of to get the love. So money can give love. Right? So when we give money to someone, we just give it. We're not giving them a loan. We're not loaning the money to them. We are not giving them money so that they give us a thing in return. We're actually giving them money so they give us love in return. Money can give love, or money can bring love. I don't know how you want to call it, but money it's not buying the love. It's like receiving the love. Money can give love sounds better. And so when we give this money, it can give love to the situation. Have you ever given money to somebody with no strings attached? No strings attached, meaning unconditionally, you don't know how they were going to use the money. You gave them cash, digital or hard cash. How did it feel? Did it feel like you? How did they respond? Were they super grateful? Were they annoyed? Did they ignore you? In other words, after you gave it, did it bring a closer relationship or not? Did it make you feel grateful? Did it make you feel inspired? I know when I've given money, sometimes it feels so great. And I may have told the story on here before. When I give when I want to give, that's the difference. But a security guard outside my building when I was in East Africa, said, man, I'm really low. I need to ask for help with something. I said, oh man, as long as it's not financial, I can maybe help. And he says, it is financial. And I go, oh no. And then he said, yeah, I'm really struggling. I was supposed to get paid. And, I washed his car and, I'm just, can I have 100 shillings? This is Kenyan shillings. I was like, 100 shillings? He's like, yeah, I can have 100 shillings. I was like, 100 shillings? 100 shillings is less than $1. It's like 80 cents. I was like, you want 100 shillings? He says, yeah. I sent him 500 shillings. And then I came down and later talked to him, and he's like, bless you. Like, I was praying to God. I was so lucky that I met you. And I was like, what? He's like, because I gave him a little extra money. He was so happy. And again, I gave the money, which gave love to him and to me. It brought love to the situation because it was unconditional giving. I don't know if it always works that way, but I think a lot of times it works that way. It brings so much more love to the situation than when we loan money to somebody or when we give conditionally. You need to use it like this and like this and like this and like this, because it's giving the money, but it's not giving the love with the money. So how do we give money in a loving, like a financial loving way? I'm going to end it now before the chime goes because I'm really tired, but we can talk about this another day. So this is just a short little snippet for today. Ciao.